I don't even know why I still hang around Twitter. Maybe it's just because I have like a masochist fetish or something like that. But here I am, and here's the discourse. Because guess what? Destiny made a really edgy tweet, and then Asmongold covered it. He criticized Destiny for it, and then Destiny apparently made a tweet back calling out Asmongold, I think, for being a hypocrite. So let's just take a look at it because I've seen some other accounts post about it. And apparently it's been like this ongoing discourse, right? Is this like a douchey thing to say? Is this going to like who's in the right, who's in the wrong, right? So let's just get into it. Let's just see what Destiny has said here, okay? So Destiny says, difficult to know if the rabid Trump support comes from his parents indoctrinating him or the abscess that the brain cancer left behind. So what Destiny is talking about specifically here is this little black kid who is a kid that was paraded around in front of the union, in front of the Congress, and basically he was just being used as a propaganda tool, as a political prop, because let's just say it how it is, okay? You're really telling me that Republicans care about kids with brain cancer? You're really telling me that these people give a fuck about whether or not we provide funding to cancer research? Because as far as I'm concerned, remember, this administration cut cancer research funding. That's what they did. They cut research funding for cancer, for kids specifically. So you can't sit here and tell me, oh my God, oh my God, it's so kind of them to have this kid up there, but then not also point out the fact that, they have been really bad with providing kids with enough support. All right. It's almost as if like the Republicans, the moment like they care about whether or not a kid is aborted, right? But then the moment the kid is born, they're like, oh, well, throw it in the gutter. It's gone. It's just a kid. Just deport it. All right. Just deport it. Get rid of the kid. All right. That's the amount of absurdity that we are dealing with here. All right. So let's just get into this and let's see what Asmongold has to say about it. Okay.
I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't care. The thing is, though, is like, the thing is that you can't make comments like this and then make appeals to decency, right? You can't do both. And so I think that in a lot of cases, I've heard Destiny kind of make appeals to decency a couple of times, especially even in regards to me. And
proof. I see. Here's the thing. It's okay if you don't show proof. It's okay to say it. But here's the thing. Name one thing that he said. Name one thing that he said that, oh yeah, Asmongold should be more of a decent human being. Because as far as I'm concerned, I've never heard anything like that. All right. But let's just continue. Sorry.
I don't think you can do both of those things, But yeah. He does this a lot, it seems. Yeah, it was the same. He did it with the person that got shot at the Trump rally as well. And just in general, I do feel like the thing is that it's interesting because in a way it's like I get the joke, right? I'm also a very big dark humor enjoyer, but at the same time, I think if you want to do something like this and it's like you're doing it with politics, you're going to get a lot of people that are going to be frustrated about it and like annoyed, etc. And so yeah, you can, but they end up looking like Destiny. Yeah, I don't know, but I've seen this before. I do think like comments like this, it's kind of like what I was saying before about like supporting Hamas, where it's like, yeah, you can be pro-Palestine, but like if you're trying to like run defense for a terrorist organization, then now like you're actually like kind of hurting them. You're hurting the cause because of just how indefensible the position is, right? He's supposed to represent the side of morality. Yeah, exactly, right? Like no.
The side of morality. When did Destiny ever? I'm sorry. Is this a common saying that I somehow missed? Was this somehow collective hallucination? Did I miss this somehow? The collective, he's supposed to represent the side of morality. What are you talking about? Republicans also claim to represent the side of morality. And I don't even hear liberals saying that they represent the side of morality. So I don't even know what the fuck Asmongold is talking about here. He's just completely clueless. He doesn't know what he's talking about. But yeah, let's just continue because we gotta finish this.
But he's going to give you the moral high ground if you make comments like this. It's just that simple.
Okay, here's the thing. Destiny is not trying to, like, get to the moral high ground. I just don't think that's what Destiny is set out here to do. I think he knows exactly what he's going into. I think that he knows that he's gonna isolate himself, and that's his prerogative. All right? But you can't just sit here and say, like, oh, Destiny wants me to be a human being, wants me to be a decent human being, blah, 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 right? What? Number one, you didn't even give a single example. You don't even need to provide proof. It doesn't matter if you don't provide proof, okay? Whatever. You didn't even give a single example. Where is the example? Where are they? I can't see it. I'm using Crypto's map room in Apex Legends to try to find the example. I don't see any example anywhere, all right? And then we have some stupid ass people in the comment section, but we'll get to that, all right? So before I move on to the comments, Destiny just simply reposted and said, lol. And yeah, let's just take a listen, okay?
One other thing. So like they're doing this thing with like these deportations where they bring in like celebrities to deport people, and it made me wonder, what is the probability that Tom Homan would let me go with him dressed up as Ash Ketchum with watching them do deportations? Like, I feel like it's probably at least 5% chance, right? Like, I think I think we're at a 5 to 10% chance that this could happen. Yeah, exactly. That'd be really good content. It would be. And, yeah, probably not gonna happen, though, but, it would be fucking funny. For the love of God, you must try. Yeah, it'd be fucking hilarious.
Yeah, okay, so this is like a totally retarded, like, you can't tell me that Asmongold is sitting there on his ass and saying like, yeah, you know what, oh my god, Destiny is like always trying to like moral grandstand, and how could he say something so cruel and expect people to listen to him? Well, I mean, it seems as though like the Republicans and right-wingers like Asmongold just never really look at themselves in the mirror, because he, in this scenario, he literally says, oh my god, oh yeah, I wonder if I'll see like migrant kids being deported. What the fuck are you talking about? If we're gonna be talking about decency and moral grandstanding, some kids being deported is a death sentence for them. Some of them are running away from cartels from their homes. Now, regardless of whether or not you're viewing them as of wanting to stay in the country or not, it's still insensitive, is it not? Because they could definitely be in a scenario where they could just simply die, right? They get deported, they're dead. You get removed from your home that you grew up in for like 20 years, you're dead. You're deado, all right? So you can't tell me that, oh my god, just look at this little black kid who has brain cancer. Oh my god, oh my god. But on the other hand, you're like, oh, these migrant kids, pathetic illegal aliens. I don't care about them. I deport them all. Fuck naturalization. Ugh! You can't do that, okay? It's stupid. And also, here's the thing, all right? Because I'm so sick and tired of these Asmongold fans, all right? I know that they're going to come into this comment section. They're going to be like, oh my god, I didn't watch the video, L plus ratio. And then they just spam like the dislike button. But this is the intelligence of the people that I am dealing with, all right? So we have Vitamin D here say, the major difference is that you're mad and triggered 24/7 about politics, whereas Asmon is just having a good time, cracking jokes, entertaining chat. No normal person takes politics seriously, lol. What a stupid ass, fucking retarded ass take, okay? If the entire point of politics is that it should be taken seriously, when policy affects millions and millions of Americans, and it affects healthcare, which affects millions of Americans, and people die without healthcare, right? We are talking about something that you should be taken seriously, all right? I just don't get this entire perspective of like, oh my gosh, we just laugh at politics. In fact, the people who laugh at politics, the people who say politics is just for humor or for jokes, are exactly the kinds of people who are so rich, so privileged, living in their mom's basement because they have no idea how important these policies are for people who are living paycheck to paycheck, or whether or not their healthcare is going to go away, right? So again, it's you're a kid, okay? Because I remember when I was a kid, I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna worry about politics, whatever. No big deal. I don't care about politics, okay? But on the other hand, you have people like these who are like, oh, you know, I don't care about politics. Like, what are you, a kid? I mean, if you're a kid, then fine. Or you're like a fucking like crybaby adult, all right? Because you just cannot grasp in your mind that maybe you just don't need to worry about politics yourself because you're white, you're a guy, and it's like whatever, right? You don't care about it. Okay, let's continue. See, it's people like this. It's like humor above all. It's like how Sneeko says it, right? Oh, humor, as long as you're funny, you are correct. You're correct in the way that you interpret the world. Asmongold jokes, Destiny doesn't joke. Asmongold finds politics entertaining. Destiny takes politics seriously. There's no comparison here. It's like, What? What? Like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Like, yes, of course you should take politics seriously. What are you on about? You're saying this as if it's a good thing? What? The reason why the country is in the state that it's in is exactly because of people like these, because they don't take politics seriously, because they don't read up on policy, is because they are in the MAGA cult. It's so cringe. It's so stupid. All right. And if I were to go back to this post, right, there's another comment I kind of want to look at. I find it despicable that anyone would speak negatively about this kid. You can disagree with Trump, but when someone does something good, it should be recognized. A mindset of fairness and growth demands that we acknowledge positive actions, regardless of where they come from. It's so ironic people like these would just go out and say, yeah, you know what? What about politics regarding decency? What about politics regarding, being nice, being kind, and listening to each other? Okay, fine. If you believe that, then why don't you listen to how Trump literally cut cancer research? You're really telling me that Trump is gonna go on, have a display of sympathy because he knows that his followers won't read up on the news, that he cut cancer research? You're really telling me that? How do you know this is not just a cover up for the fact that Trump cut cancer research? Like, it's so stupid because you're really gonna tell me that he put this kid up here, oh, he has brain cancer, but then later on when the kid gets off stage and goes home, he's not going to have the full services as he should before Trump was elected and cut cancer spending? Like, you can't make this shit up, because my entire problem that I have with the right wing is they look at everything on the surface. It's always everything on the surface. It comes down to what things look like, the optics, the what people look like, what people sound like, and that's it. I promise you, I've had my fair share of comments saying, oh, you have a Chinese accent. Oh, you have an Asian accent. You have a whatever accent, right? Oh, yeah, we can't understand. Okay, whatever, man. But like, the thing is that you're not really interpreting what the fuck I'm talking about, all right? I'm literally saying that Trump has cut cancer research spending. Hold on, I gotta Google this because it's ridiculous. Okay, here it is. People trust AP News, right? AP News isn't compromised by the left, AP News isn't a news source that everyone goes like, oh my gosh, this is lip cup propaganda. All right, let's continue. Okay. So rural cancer patients may miss out on cutting-edge treatments in Utah. Therapies for intellectual disorders could stall in Maryland. Red states and blue states alike are poised to lose jobs in research labs and the local businesses serving them. So again, yes, cancer research is being cut. Who do you think that affects? Does it affect the super rich who has access to the best healthcare? Does it affect Asmongold who has the best access? It's so funny because his fans are just going along with what Asmongold says. Meanwhile, Asmongold himself is fine. Even Destiny is fine. But the thing is that at least one of them actually has more correct takes than the other one. Because here's the deal. I can agree that making fun of a kid with brain cancer is ridiculous. I can agree that it's mean-spirited, it's not good, right? But on the other hand, you're missing the entire other point here, right? Because you can't see past your own delusions whatsoever. And it's disgusting, it's filthy, it's visceral, and it is beyond ridiculous to me that anyone would try to moral grandstand to spite Destiny in this situation. All right? Because discoveries are going to be delayed if they ever happen, said Dr. Kimrel Rathmel, former director of the National Cancer Institute. So you're really telling me that maybe, just maybe, because Trump cut cancer research, that kid later on is not going to maybe find some miracle cure by some institution to get better from cancer. So this kid who is used as a political prop, he's not even owed to consent, used as a political prop to use in front of America. Now he is just simply going to be like, what, die of brain cancer because Trump cut cancer funds? Are you fucking kidding me? You are retarded. You are retarded. You are retarded. You're just retarded. I'm sorry, but when Asmongold is preaching about Trump, I don't think he's saying it for your best interest at all right? He's gonna get the tax cuts that he needs. It's fine. He's gonna get tax cuts. But people who are like in Asmongold's audience, who's like me, who's like any other people, they're not gonna get these tax cuts. If anything, we're gonna suffer from it. So the fact that you treat politics as a joke is horrible. And I know Asmongold says like, oh, but like free speech is above all, but that's not even true either because Trump is suing free speech institutions. Like Trump is literally suing Ansel Poll for conducting a poll, and then Trump says, oh, you know what? That's fraud. That's fraud. Because you know, there's no way that margin of error exists. Bitch, what are you talking about? It's a poll. It's a poll. Why are you suing a poll? So while Trump is like threatening to sue journalists, you're here saying, oh, Trump stands for free speech and stands for like this kid with brain cancer is the most laughable, pathetic, hypocritical thing I've ever heard. And I know this comment section is going to be a fucking mess. That's about it. See you guys. Goodbye.